Well, to me, it's completely new. I've never seen anything like it before. We're asking the community to decide what the priorities are, and people having to make a bit of a pitch, almost like a Dragon's Den situation, but much nicer than that. And we've got 100 people who can make a decision, and that will mean that more people are invested in the decision. It also means that politicians aren't making those decisions, it's the public.
And from the people we spoke to, they seem very excited about what's about to happen today. It seems like a very professional setup, and also it's got quite a warm feel to it. So if, as soon as you enter the building, you're chatting to new people, you meet people who are all very welcoming, and I think it should be a good day.
PB event is absolutely fantastic. It's brought together, it's not only about the funding, it's networking. The centre today is full, there's probably nearly 300 people. Half of them didn't even know we're here. We've been here 15 months and still nobody knows. So today has been fantastic to raise awareness, raise the profile of the centre, and most of all, give money to the local community, to the people that really need it.
Participatory budgeting is what you're going to be doing today. And what I'm going to talk to you about is a little bit about that process and what to expect from the day and some of the rules around that. Is that okay?
Well, I'm the chair of the UK Participatory Budgeting Network, so we've been campaigning for more participatory budgeting across the country and the wider UK for many years now. So obviously I'm an advocate for it, and the reason I'm an advocate for it is there's no perfect decision-making process, but actually this is the most inclusive and the most perfect that we've found. Otherwise, people get bids, they get funding for bids with a small panel of people deciding whether their idea is a good idea, but actually let's ask the local people. They generally know better if it's a good idea or not and whether it's needed in a locality. So we're keen to connect that with the formal democratic process of elected members.
You'll hear from people today, some people who's just setting up a new idea from scratch, and you'll hear from other people who are well established, who've got some really new and exciting ideas for the people of Macclesfield.
Oh, it's fantastic to have something like this where the community are actually involved in putting that money into those charities, to make sure that we do get what's right in our community.
To come and learn more about autism and be a place just to come for a coffee and a chat, a way to get away from the everyday strains that these families endure.
Lots of workshops around the area to help us know, how it was going to be, how to do the applications, and they did it all over the area, so it wasn't just based in Macclesfield, it was through Congleton, Crewe, etc. And you knew you could just pick up the phone, if you had a problem, if you wanted to ask a question, you're at the end of the phone to be able to ask, because the application process sometimes can be very difficult, and they made it very easy.
What differences do you think it can make?
In terms of outcomes, lots and lots of differences in terms of mental health, participation, social isolation. There's all those issues which are very, very keen. We've got the highest population of over 65s and over 85s in the northwest of England, and some of these are about young people, some of these are about old people, and if we can get social interaction between those age groups, then we're all onto a winner. We've got more events planned across the borough. There's a full budget of about £400,000 that I've put on one side for this, and we've got a system as well to try and pick up some of the people that fall through the cracks. So yes, I think it's the future of budgeting across the borough.
We're asking for just under £5,000 so that we can give unpaid carers in Macclesfield a practical break, to see friends, to have a sleep, to find out what else there is out there that can support them, just to have some time for themselves, stuff that we all take for granted.
Well, I think people in the community who have an interest in this, and also other voluntary organisations, probably have a really good grassroots understanding of what's needed. I think I'm not taking away from commissioners. I think they also do their homework and they understand sort of high-level strategies and, the direction of health and social care. But sometimes you need the people to say, yes, that's true, but actually what we need is this, or that works brilliantly and this doesn't work so well, so we'll use our votes that way. So I just think you get that other dimension with involving people who may be using the services or know people who might use the services. You get that real feel that this will be a valued thing if it's voted for and paid for out of public money.
The first winner, joint winner, is Carers Trust for All and MAC. Can you come up and get your checks, please? Big round of applause.
I think it's a very engaging process. I think we can learn from this. Yeah, and I hope we see more of it. It will be down to Cheshire East to decide whether and how they take this through to other parts of our borough. But in Macclesfield, I think we've learned a lot already, and I hope we see more of this going forward.
It's a great process because the people decide. It takes the decision making away from people who may have a vested interest. So therefore the council, etc. There's things that we weigh on, maybe one of our priorities. What this puts back is the power to the people, if you like. It gives them the opportunity to invest in infrastructure in their own neighbourhoods, which is what participatory budgeting was all about. It's the satisfying the need of the people in their own areas.